What's up, fam? This is TSQ. I'm coming at you live from my room today. I want to make a short, quick video going over what is in my residential electrician tool bag. I have been a residential electrician for the past 4 years. These are all tools that I've bought, I found necessary to make my job easy and efficient. All these tools serve a purpose. All these tools make me money. I use most of them every single day, and I want to show you what I do and how I do it. There is one tool in particular that I think every electrician across the board needs, whether you're doing commercial work, residential work, service work, doesn't matter. You need this tool, and if you stick around till the end, I'm going to tell you what that tool is. So without further ado, let's hop into this thing. Okay guys, before we get started here, I just want to show you what the bag looks like when it is packed in nice and tight. All my tools are in this thing, and normally I would not recommend keeping all your tools in one bag like this because it is heavy. It is hard to move around. I would have my everyday tools in a separate bag that I would carry on the job with me, and this bag would be in the truck more than likely. But for now, this is how I have it because I'm taking a extended leave from work to focus on my studies. I'm going for my journeyman license in about a month, and so I want to take this opportunity to focus on my studies, make some videos, show you guys.
This is every tool I own to do my job as a residential electrician. Let's just jump right into it here. So first things first, I've got my Klein CL110 tester. It does ohms, it does AC and DC voltage, it does amperage. It does everything I need it to do. It's a good tester. It's the mid-grade tester. If you go to Home Depot, you're going to find out there's two testers. No, there's three testers. And that's the mid-grade one. That's the one that does the job for me. If I was going to recommend a tester, I would recommend that one for sure. Right next to it, you're going to see a Klein. I call it a tick tester because when you touch it to something hot, it goes beep, 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 it ticks. Never trust that thing. Always test with this. Even if that says it's off, always make sure with that. And then right next to that, you're going to see my plug tester with the GFI tester right here. This little button comes in handy all the time. Next thing we've got going on is my nut drivers. This bag of nut drivers has every nut driver that I need in it. It's there it is. The only thing that I could add to my collection of nut drivers here is a 1/2-inch nut driver. I did have one at one point, but over the course of the years, it has been lost, and I use it all the time, so it's kind of weird that I don't have one, but whatever. Here we go. This is my bag. This is my tool pouch. I mean, not my tool pouch, but my material pouch. This is where I keep things like staples, Buchanan's, wire nuts, bushings, you know, all that good stuff. I keep it in this bag right here. Anybody can pick one of these up from Home Depot. And then everybody knows that Sharpies, pencils, and pens are very important job site tools to have. And moving right along here, we have these Kleins. I call them Kleins. They're technically they're lineman pliers. These actually belong in my spare tool set. You notice they don't have the crimper here, and they're not these journeyman style handles like I like. But just for the sake of this video, here they are. These aren't the ones that I use every day. The ones that I use every day are MIA, and so there's the filler. Moving right along, we've got dikes. These are good for taking out staples, nails, all that stuff. And then next to those, I've got the journeyman style needle nose. Here I got some extra leads, a tester there, tape measure, wire strippers. These right here, they're the cheapest, they're the most effective, I like them the most. There's a number of different styles that you can choose from. These right here, these are the ones that I like. Next, I've got a knife. It's a curved blade knife. It's the one I use every day to strip any kind of wire. It does the job very effectively. I would recommend this knife versus a box knife for an electrician all day, every day. And then moving right along here, we've got two pairs of channel locks. Everybody needs at least one pair of channel locks. Very important tool to have as a residential electrician. And then if we pan on around back over here, you're going to see that I got all my Sawzall blades. I've got metal blades, I've got wood blades, I've got long wood blades. They're all there. And then right in front of the Sawzall blades, you can see I have all my tapes. I've got black tape, I've got green tape, I've got white face tape, I've got red face tape, I've got orange face tape. These are all very useful. Use them all the time. And then right in front of that, I've got Empire level. Very good level. I like this level a lot. Would recommend it 100%. Over the Klein level, if y'all want to go out and spend $50 on a Klein level, that's fine with me. But I'm just saying this one looks cooler. It does the same job. In this bag right here, I keep all of my stubby screwdrivers. As you can see, we got super stubbies. These are super stubbies. And I got just a regular, it's a Klein 5-in-1 stubby. As you can see, it's got all the different, get out of there. It's got all the different configurations right there. Bam. And then this bad boy, I found it on a job site. I keep it in case. If we move on over here a little bit, you can see my sheetrock saw. Very good tool to have for cutting sheetrock. Sheetrockers love to cover up our boxes, and this thing makes me $40 a pop every time I got to uncover one. Moving right along here, I've got my Allen wrench sets. I got a small set, and then I've got the large set. Both very useful. And then if we keep going right on along here, you're going to find out that I have in the back, I've got my big husky hammer for doing big husky jobs. I've got my medium-sized hammer for doing medium-sized jobs. I normally carry this thing around when I'm just running wire, running Romex, and I use it to staple Romex down to 2x4s. And then this guy right here, I paid $7 for it, and I've probably made thousands with it. It's just a little stubby hammer. It's good for getting into really tight spots where you've got to get a staple in there, and the spot's real tight. That hammer will do the job for sure. So right down in front of me here, we'll start left to right. This thing is a pipe reamer, so it goes 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch trade size pipe. EMT, I should add. So if you're making a cut, you stick that in where you cut. You turn, and then these little things right here knock off all the rough stuff. And if you're dealing with anything bigger than 1 inch, 1 1/4 all the way up to, God knows, they probably make 4 inch EMT or at least 3 inch EMT. This thing is good. If you gotta cut it, just get it in there, clean around, take off all the excess. Right here's a 5-in-1. This is a very useful tool. I'd recommend a 5-in-1 over like any screwdriver set any day, just because this one, it's got basically every screwdriver you need. It's also got a let's see, I guess that would be a 3/8, and then this one right here is a 5/16. So it's a very useful tool. The only other tool that I'm missing as far as like my screwdriver set goes is my long trim screwdriver for trimming out plugs. It's got just a little small flathead on it, and it's really long, so you don't have to get all the way up on the plug to tighten down the plate, when you're trimming out a house. And then also I'd recommend that everybody have one of these. This is a beater screwdriver. You can beat the shit out of this thing, man. Go get one of these. If you need a real beater screwdriver, this thing right here, it's in my spare tool set. I need to get one for my regular bag, but I don't have one. Also, this 5-in-1 belongs to my spare tool set. But for the sake of this video, there it is. Alright, moving on to the right, we got a little pick. Little picks are always good. And just a little, I think this is a S20. This is a, what do you call this thing? It's a chisel. It's a good little chisel for taking out wood. And then if you keep moving on to the right here, you're going to see I've got some more Allen wrenches. These are ball points. I've got a standard and regular size. I just bought those, so I haven't had a chance to use them. But I got them. In case I need them. And if you keep going on to the right here, you'll see my paddle bits, my drill. Next thing we've got here in this back, we just dumped out real quick. I'm trying to get through this thing as fast as possible. Didn't intend to make such a long video. Dry pair of socks, man. These are very important. Everybody needs a dry pair of socks. So you'll see in this bag, I've just got miscellaneous bits. These are Allen bits they're ballpoint Allen bits for the impact here. So you can just plug them right into that. And then you got basically this on the end of your impact. Got all the nut drivers. Super important. Well, that one doesn't want to come off. But you can see we got 1/4 inch, 5/16, 7/16, 3/8, another 5/16 there. This bit right here is the #1 bit that I use every single day. I always have one of these in my pocket when I'm on the job site, because every screw we use is just about every screw we use is 5/16. So these are #2 Phillips. In this case here, let's see if I can get this thing open. I just keep a couple, a #1 and #2 square tip, flathead, and then I got all the Torx bits there, every size I might need. Right here, we got a 5/8 mason bit, a long one. Believe it or not, this drill right here, it does turn it very well. And then keep moving on along here, I've got more mason bits. This is a brand new set I haven't used yet, but it's got all the way from 3/16 to 1/2 inch. And then if we keep going here, I've got more bits. These are all more metal and mason bits, as you can see. Well, get out of there. These are all mason bits. Chucks for your whole hog. Those are very important to have. And then, of course, I've got just about every size metal bit I might need. And then just some more mason bits here. These are the ones I use versus these right here. These are 1/4 inch. I think that's a 1/2 inch, 5/16. That might be a mason, but yeah, you get the point. So that's what's in that bag. And then if we keep moving on along here, you're going to see we got the same thing here. We've got the Milwaukee Fuel brushless 18-volt hammer drill, very effective tool. Hammer drills are used all the time in residential work, especially if you're working with like brick houses. If you got to drill into the masonry, you're going to want a hammer drill for sure, and a cordless one at that, because nobody likes dragging out cords. Sawzall is good. I went for a Sawzall versus a circular saw because the Sawzall can do just about everything a circular saw can do, and more. I can cut 2x4s with this. I can cut cabinets. I can do a lot of things with this that a circular saw couldn't necessarily do. Circular saws might only be good for just cutting two on one charge, running these things all day. So got one battery for each tool, and then I've just got a 3-way splitter here in case I need to run a whole hog and charge my batteries at the same time. I've got that there. And then another essential part of my bag is the spare tool department. And here you're gonna find just some strippers, a spare level, spare beater, spare dikes, spare sheetrock saw. This knife all day, every day, but I've got this just for backup. There's some needle nose in there, and other things you'll find in here are these clines right here, and this 5-in-1 right here. So basically I've got a complete spare set of tools that I can get any job done with. So that's always good to have. Where the hell did that come from? Alright guys, so that's it. These are all the tools I use every day as a residential electrician. The only other tools that I could recommend you guys have are it's a metal bit that can drill out a hole up to 1 inch or maybe 3/4. But I would normally keep it with this. The only other thing I could recommend, if anybody could ever find one, this is 7/16. I'm looking for a 1/2 inch that fits on the impact. I can't find one, so I would recommend one of those if you could ever find it. So that's it. Alright?
And now guys, I want to show you the one tool that every electrician needs to have in their bag. This is a number two square bit. Every plug, switch, panel box, breaker uses the number 2. So if you've got a number 2 on you, it's so much easier, so much easier than trying to use the flathead side of a 5-in-1. This right here is so much harder than this. I've only found out about this a few months ago. It's a great tool. I use it every single day. If you struggle working in panels with your 5-in-1, because you'll know if you work in a panel and you're trying to tighten down like something on the neutral bar, the ground bar, this thing slips off all the time. It's very difficult. With this one right here, it's amazing. Amazing tool right here. Everybody needs one of these in their tool bag. Absolutely. And then I must finish out this video proper. I am no journeyman electrician, but I am working on it. Every journeyman electrician needs to carry one of these in their truck. It's an Uglies Electrical Reference 2014 edition. It's just got all kinds of useful information in it. It's got all the formulas to find amperages and voltage based on the information that you do know. Very important book to have. Quick reference guide. And then every journeyman electrician needs one of these in their truck. It's a 2014 NEC. Normally I would have it all tabbed out, but this one's new. I've just ordered the tabs for it. And this is the book right here that I'm going to be studying out of for my journeyman test. And that's it, guys. So these are all the tools that I use as a residential electrician. If you were in the commercial industry, these tools would also be very useful for you. That's it, guys. So if you found this useful, if you found this helpful, please jam on that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Like the video, let me know what you thought of it. If you want more content like this, let me know, man. The only way I'm gonna know is if you like it, if you comment, if you jam in on that subscribe button, then and that's how I know what you like for me to put out. Anyways, until next time, guys, peace.